I know that the C's were kind of like had a relationship with JBX soon. So in the interest of fair time, I'm gonna bring her on. She was in it, so it's the one and only. It's the Mrs. Joey C. Honey C.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good, Mrs. C. How you doing today?
Good. We're at the doctor's office, but there's nobody in here, so
Yeah.
anywho, just let me just let you guys know what happened.
All right.
So I was on the phone, was sitting on the back porch. I was on the phone talking to a friend of mine, and all of a sudden I looked at the gate, and then here comes this little whatever you want to call him, like all puffed up, like I'm gonna come. He had ill intentions.
Obviously.
And then I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm like, and then my sister-in-law's little dog, or the little dog that Joe had, but whatever. I'm gonna. But so I was like, come here, Tootsie, like that. And then he's walking up, and he's like, comes up the stairs, and he gets in my face.
We saw that. Yeah.
And I told my friend, I was like, girl, let me call you back. And she's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, you need to call her back. First of all, don't come to my house. Tell me what to do. Number one. Number two, get the fuck out of my face.
Right.
And so and now hold on. And so he's like, why did Joey dox me? I'm like, wait, whoa. I said, first of all, back the fuck up. Excuse my language.
That's all right.
And second of all, I was like, nobody fucking doxed you. And I did call him out of his real name. And he's like, so it was you. It was you. I was like, no, because I really don't give a fuck, right?
Right.
And so he started, getting loud or whatever. So I was like, all right. So Joe heard me yelling and shit at him and arguing back and forth with his dumb ass. First of all, he needs to brush his teeth. Number two, so Joe opens up the door and he went to the door. So I was like, I got something for him. Like, for real, I got something for him.
Right.
So I went to my sister-in-law's house and whatever.
Got what you did. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. And my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law came out, like they were sleeping, and I went in their house and I woke them up because I needed what they had or thought I was gonna need it. And so my sister-in-law comes up there. So then he puts his hands up at my sister-in-law like that. There's a lot more recording. And so because the whole entire place is wired pretty much. And so he was like, you shut the fuck up to my sister-in-law, and then he broke their little gate going in the door, and I told him, I said, bro, why you breaking other people's shit? He's like, I didn't, I just opened it. I said, no, you didn't. I
saw him push it open like that in the video. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So then this whole thing goes down. So then he goes down the stairs, right? And then he comes back up the stairs at one point, bro, you really want this? And so finally him and Joe went down the stairs. I had an irrigation stick, and I was like my mama did me with a switch when I was a kid.
Right. And look, if somebody, I mean, if you're within your right, if somebody comes storming up on your porch with the body language that we noticed in the video, I'm gonna have something in my hand, let them know that it ain't gonna be like that.
No, it ain't. I don't care what I have to pick up. So my brother-in-law has some of these long irrigation sticks, and my brother, he's got a condition. So he was real shooken up, and he was trying to hold me back from when Joey and Jason went down the porch. So Joey grabbed something, and it was like a metal tiki torch. Right. And so it was, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but it's kind of funny, but it's not funny. So
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. So to see him backing up and his shoes were bending forward, or he
was moonwalking. We said he was moonwalking. He was like, hee. That's what I'm saying. Right. How you gonna buck up to somebody's door, act like you're there for something, and then when you get something which you came for, you start doing the moonwalk.
Out backwards, out the door, out the gate.
What is that? Right.
So then he's like, you fucking doxed me. Joe's like, bro, first of all, don't come to my house disrespecting me. So then when we get out by the gate, he put his hands on my chest, like pushing me back.
It was getting touchy feely when everybody was mixing up and on. That's when it was starting to get a little ugly. Yeah.
So he got whooped with a little, not a little, but a big irrigation thing. I ain't gonna play. And Joe, he's calling Joe FAG, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you say it. Bitch, how much did you pay for that Uber to come to my house to do that?
To do the moonwalk.
Out the back gate, for real.
Yeah.
And then he's sitting here bright, and then he's sitting here. I guess, making accusations that he's got some kind of something on me and this grossness. Listen, homie, I would not do you what Kevin Brennan's did. Period. Ever.
That's a good line.
You know, and I'm telling you. And so, like, it's like, you know, and then if he wants to sit there and keep this rah-rah going, homie, I know where he lives too.
Yeah, you know, it's just unfortunate.
But I
hope
don't do that.
I don't know if this is mental illness or him like wanting to create some kind of fake ass wrestling heat, because he showed up after missing for a while, and I thought all along that he's kind of wants to jump back in the game, and so you need to stir up heat. You need to show up at shows and kind of draw some people over to your channel. So I don't know if it's mental illness or wrestling heat or a little bit of both. I don't know what it is.
So here, and that's the thing. Like, so I called the police because, listen, here's the thing. Like, my husband and I both were stabbed very seriously, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
I got PTSD really bad, and I did tell the cops, I said, I'm gonna put this on record right now. So did my husband. I said, if he shows back up here, I said, I personally do not own a firearm, but I own some frying pans, and I am not scared to swing them.
Damn Skippy. Absolutely.
Period. Because I'm gonna tell you, don't do that to me. You don't show up to somebody's house, period, at all. No matter what. And like,
and if you do, you get what's coming to you. If you step on my porch and get in my face, if there's anything around, I can grab like a tiki tool, whatever. Somebody's getting their ass whipped. Yeah.
I got two bats right beside me just in case, someone stepped up to me,
He moonwalked so fast, like I thought he was Michael Jackson there for a minute, like a heavier set. Right.
Well, yeah, I think Rob Taker said, "It's okay, Mrs. C. An overgrown dwarf showed up at your house last night." Well,
period.
I'll show. I got the video that you guys kind of threw out there, a little ring camera video when you were kind of going over it. And also, I mean, we can do a little play-by-play on it because you pretty much described it as kind of we saw it earlier, too. Yeah. Here he comes, walking up. There's the gate push. I noticed that right away.
The gate.
See, as a man, and when you see somebody approaching your house, I look for all of those little signs. Like, are you like walking in a pissed off way? Are you pushing things away? That lets me know how you're coming to me, Right. So I noticed that right from the get. Like he's coming for something.
For something. Ill intent. Ill intent.
Right.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
So right away, as soon as the motherfuckers, like, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, boy? And I'm definitely looking for whatever I got close.
Then he asked me, where do you want to sit? I said, bro, like I'm sitting down. Like there's a chair behind you.
Yeah. There you go. Weird. But I see he got right up in your face right away, right?
Yeah. Right, bitch, wrong day.
Well, ain't nobody. And then even the dog's like, what the fuck are you doing up here, fool?
Right.
Yeah, the other dog notices.
So this is when he's saying to you about all the alleged accusations about why did he do this and all that stuff?
Yeah. My question is, why would we sleep on the floor when he had no power and give him our bed? But what I told Joe, that if there was ever another time again, I will make sure that CPAP hose is crinkled.
And that's what's messed up, because I can understand if you had just like this weird kind of internet podcast relationship with somebody. But when you get down to actually being in each other's house and in each other's lives, I figured this would be a harder kind of leap to take. But like I said, I don't know if this is mental illness or what the hell it is, or jealousy. I don't know what it is.
Content. He wanted content so bad, like it ain't even real.
Yeah, content wants people, because then people with sympathy come to my side of this, and whoever's out there that feel on my side, then, he can do a show or whatever, carry on based on that, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
My daughter was watching it. She goes, this mother effer. She's like, Mom, she goes, listen. She goes, she's like, what does this prove to him? He's a douchebag, like, for real. Like, he's nothing. Like, I mean, she's like, just disgusted with him.
Jason is 5 apples tall.
and I'm 4. Like, come
she's 4, but come on with it.
Yeah.
Well, look, I seen you. Look, I know that you, from what I know of you, Mrs. C, I know that you don't want to back away from anything, and I see you right there doing your thing. So that's where I would expect you to be, And then if he don't get the message from that, then he should get what he gets.
Bro, I gotta find the video where there's my brother-in-law.
See how he went after me?
Mm-hmm. There you see, you're talking about how he went after you, yeah. And then Joey.
That was my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law, because he went to talk. He was like to my sister-in-law, telling her to shut the fuck up, and like,
that's not cool.
You come to our house, and then like you don't know if that's our sister-in-law or whatever. That's our neighbors. You're going to disrespect them. There you go. Start running. Then you'll see Joey pick up the tiki torch, the metal.
At that point, there you literally grab whatever ain't nailed down.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all see him going back down the steps.
Hell yeah, that's
like,
what. Yeah,
like
yeah. Let's review that again because that's one of the best parts. And me and Scott and the boys, we talked about this earlier when we watched it.
Whipping him with the irrigation thing.
It's the first thing that occurred to me. I'm like, he went through all this effort to get there, and he's doing nothing but backing up since y'all came out the door. I'm like, further and further back he goes, and I'm like, well, you got what you came for,
right? Like,
all I know is the next step up from those fucking big ass shoes that he's got. It's kids boots. God damn it,
Mrs. C. Everyone was like locked in on his. Basically has clown shoes. He's got these oversized shoes on or something there.
He looks like he stole those straight from Ronald McDonald. Like, bro, go return them. Like,
so I can see why you had this notion to kind of laugh because it's kind of half funny. Like, am I really experiencing this right now? This guy with clown shoes is up on my porch in my face.
Yo, I was expecting like because I seen him like I'm thinking in my head, why is this fool walking like because a couple days ago he had showed up at our house. We didn't know he was coming, right? We didn't even know he was coming now yesterday. So he knocks at the bottom door. My sister-in-law was like, Joe, Jason's downstairs, and with open arms, like we always do, let him come from our house. Apparently he was trying to get in Joey's computer and stuff. We take him to the car lot, right? To help him because he's crying about a car, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's some, something's up with that. No, you said you needed a car and I got some connections. That's it. Like, dude. I mean,
so even when you help him, he's the guy that can't believe that somebody's actually being nice or friendly enough to him. So see, that sounds like a lot maybe what's going on in somebody's head. Then maybe as far as if you never can trust people, if you're always going to be suspicious of people, then you should be messing with podcasting and mixing with other people. Maybe I don't know.
Right, and then like for him to sit there and try to say that he's got some kind of whatever on me. He can say whatever he wants to because let me tell you something. Every year he's seen my rap sheet. It's longer than I don't know a McDonald's menu.
Right, and I know you guys have never been shy about that, and you've been all quite open about your kind of past with the legal system and all that stuff. So I don't see what shame he thinks he's going to bring upon you or expose that you haven't already told yourself.
Right. I mean, like, thank you, mommy. But if he wants to start some lies, go ahead, start whatever lies you want, buddy, because you just know my stance on it, But just don't ever show back up at my house. That's all I'm gonna tell you because I promise you, next time. You won't walk out. You'll be doing the army crawl out.
Hit the like button.
Okay, Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.
Let's go. Doom knows, and everybody else knows.
Doom knows. Doom's a clipper.
You're gonna go give Doom the opportunity to make a fucking internet platform to build his fucking business off the money he made from selling rotten tennis shoes? All of these people named Doom are the migrants that walked across the border. I literally asked you today to make my content go viral. Did you make my content go viral?